We've got a Pokemon news update for you as the global challenges are now returning to the Pokemon Scarlet via video games, giving players another opportunity to gather some championship points. These are some highly sought after points because they are required to get players an invite to the Worlds competition at the end of every season. So in today's video, I'm going to get you all the details you need about this upcoming online competition so that you can be prepared for some challenging battles and to hopefully get yourself some of these epic rewards. So let's hop into the video and get you prepared. All right, so here we are over on the Cerebi.net website, an amazing resource that I get a lot of my updates and news from for the Pokemon games. And if you would like to hop on over to their website, check it out and see kind of the information that you can find over there, I will have a link to their website in the description of this video. So make sure you hop on over there and check them out. But with this one, we have the Global Challenge 2024. And so with this one, the first thing I wanted to talk about was just the name, because obviously you can see that it is called the Global Challenge 2024 on the side, but the picture that comes along with it, it says the Pokemon Japan Championships. Now, the reason for this is because it globally has different meanings and different rewards for players depending on where you're from. And I believe what ended up happening with this one is that these were originally created as the Japan national qualifiers to get these players their invites to the Worlds competition, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, so it actually says down below, this competition will allow for players in Japan and Korea to earn placement for their national championships. So you'll hear a lot of people call these like the Japan national qualifiers, stuff like that. That's because for players in those regions, these are actually qualifiers for their national championship tournaments that we players in like the United States and Europe don't actually have access to. This is completely different for players in different regions. It means different things for players in different regions. So if you are in Japan and Korea, this is actually going to get you qualified for your national championship. If you are outside of those regions, this isn't going to qualify you for anything because you don't live there and this isn't really what it's meant for. But they have also made this so that it is a global challenge, which means that anybody can join in on this tournament. So, I don't know, it's kind of a weird one. It's always confused me for the longest time, ever since I got into competitive VGC, about the whole Japanese national qualifiers and the global challenges, because they're in essence the exact same thing, but they mean different things for people in different areas of the world. So for all of us who are not in Japan and Korea, these are called global challenges, and they have different rewards and different meanings for us. So, basically, if you are not living in Japan and Korea and you place high enough in this tournament, you can get championship points, which will go to your pool of, depending on however many you need. Like for us in the United States, we need 500. It will go into your pool to hopefully help you get your invite to the World's Championship. But like again, for people in Korea and Japan, this will actually be what you need to do to actually get qualified for those national championships. So a little bit different. A little bit weird how they've worded it, placed it. I don't know if it's one of those competitions or tournaments that needs like an update now that it's gotten bigger or whatnot it is, but it is still very confusing. So that is the reason why you see two different names on this particular tournament. Now with this tournament, it is going to be a weekend long tournament, and there's generally 3 of them when they post these. So like there will be a Global Challenge 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be our first one. We will get some more updates about the second and third one here pretty soon. But this first one is going to be opened up, at least for the registration, from January 25th to February 1st. You have a couple day window to register for this tournament. Once that window is done, then the battles will commence. So this isn't going to be like one of the ones like I talked about with the Blueberry Academy one that popped up here, I think last weekend, where like the registration window is open all the way through during the tournament. So like the tournament window is being able to play, you know, on the 2nd or the 3rd. Well, you can still register for the tournament on the 3rd. This one is not that way. This is a very much more a more competitive tournament. This isn't one for fun. This is definitely one that has a lot of implications to it. I mean, this is what people are using to get qualified for the national championships or to get championship points for the World's competition. This is a pretty big competition, and they take them very seriously. So you only have a few days to register for the tournament. If you've missed that registration window, you will not be able to sign up for this tournament while it's live. If you miss your opportunity, you won't be able to play. So just really keep in mind, from the 25th to the 1st, you have a few days to register, and if you don't, you won't be able to play. The battles will be going from the 2nd to the 4th, and I'm guessing there is going to be a limit on how many matches you can actually play. There generally is. Or if this is going to be one of those ones where No, it's probably gonna, from what I remember from previous ones, there should be a limit of like 15 per day, I believe. So there should be about 45 battles you can be able to play. So I think we'll get, we should get some information about that here pretty soon, but that's what I'm expecting to happen. And you should be able to get about 45 matches in during that weekend. So, and it should go off like a rating system. So like you start off at like 1400, and as you progress and win, you should go up to, 15, 16, 1700. And if you lose, you will fall below that point. And from my previous experience in these kind of competitions, you're really looking for something, I believe, around 1650. I know a couple of them, depending on how many players joined, the numbers varied. So it always varied depending on how many players were actually joining the competition. But I know like 1650, again, I could be wrong. It's been a while since we've had a global competition, but it should be somewhere in that range of like 1650 to be safe on making it, or at least getting some of the stuff that you want, like the championship points and stuff like that. This is going to be double battles. It's going to be regular or VGC battles. We're going to be doing Regulation F for this particular one. So all the normal banned Pokemon we've been dealing with in this regulation are still banned. There's no, nothing new or special popping off on this. They're going to try to keep it as very much, like I said, as a competitive battle as much as possible. So there's not going to be any random, like, hey, you get one mythical or anything like that. We don't have to worry about any surprises in this one. It's going to be just a regular Regulation F battling. So it's a little bit nice. We've had some time to practice Regulation F. We'll at least have some time to build a team, prepare for this, and feel comfortable in this setting, rather than it being like the opening weekend of the Regulation F where people are still confused and don't know what to run. We'll at least have some time to prepare, so it should be pretty cool. Regular battle rules and restrictions, all the stuff that we would normally see from pretty much anything in our tournaments, stuff like that. And it does say it is the first of 3 competitions, so we do have 2 more. Like I said, there will be a total of 3 global challenges leading up in the next couple of months, so keep your eyes open. There will definitely be a couple more. And it was also, like we said, the Japan national qualifiers. It is mainly meant for Japan and Korea to get themselves a competitive tournament to get qualified for their nationals. The top 150 players in Japan will receive an invite to the qualifiers in May. So this doesn't get them an actual invite to Worlds, but it gets them that first step to get or at least invited to another qualifier, which I'm guessing is what gets them their invites to Worlds. So, and like I said, it's only the top 150 players in Japan, because it always links in with like where you're located in. So like if I'm in America, I'm not gonna be able to join this and take over one of those top 150 slots and ruin, their qualifiers. It will only take the top 150 players anyways. So they've definitely made it so like we can all play, but it definitely has some other side things that it is doing for some other countries in the VGC circuit. So pretty cool. If you play in 3 battles, you have to play in 3 of them. You can also get some other rewards. We've got 100,000 league points. You get a bold, I almost just said a bold bottle cap. Nope. It is a gold bottle cap. You can get one of those, and you also will get an ability patch. So some pretty decent rewards. You really only have to play a couple matches anyways. So if you're not trying to get championship points, you just want some items, you can just hop on and play 3 quick battles and you're all good. So that's always nice to have. And like we said with the banned Pokemon, it is all the regular Pokemon we've all expected to be banned in Regulation F anyways, so no surprises here. No random Pokemon popping in that you have to worry about, nothing being taken out that you shouldn't have known about. All pretty standard. So should be a fun little weekend for competition. I definitely know that I will be live over my Twitch channel playing in some of these battles and overall just enjoying this. I've always loved these online competitions. And to be honest, I play where I usually stream at is later on in the evening for the United States. So I generally play a lot of Japanese players from my knowledge, and I love their teams. Like the team building, and it's kind of crazy to talk about in VGC just in general, but the team building between the different regions is vastly different. Japanese players have a whole other group of team building and teams and Pokemon that brought out that, man, every once in a while I'll pop into a ladder match and I will get absolutely throttled by a team that I have absolutely no idea how it works, because it's just not something we commonly see in, like these other tournaments that we have in the United States, Europe. Like it's wild. So I love it. I love seeing all the new team building. So I really like these global challenges. I'll definitely be popping on and doing this one over the weekend on my Twitch channel. So if you want to hop over and hang out with me while I'm live doing these competition, or at least doing these battles, make sure you hop on over my Twitch channel, drop me a follow at twitch.tv/WDMichael. You get notified when I go on or go live with my team and do some of these battles. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about this one. We'll also have the Wide League tournament this weekend as well. So we've got a lot of competitive Pokemon VGC to be had over this next weekend. And after that, we've got Knoxville. So like, we've got some really awesome competitive Pokemon up in the works, so I'm really excited about it. And then hopefully you are as well. Regulation F has been out for a little while. Let me know down in the comments what's been your favorite Regulation F Pokemon so far, because I'll be honest, there's been some pretty awesome ones, and I'd have to say that so far my favorite Regulation F Pokemon, man, what would it have to be? I'd have to say it's Walking Wake. I love Walking Wake. It's been a lot of fun to use, and I found some pretty cool ways to use it. But let me know down in the comments. And again, thank you all so much for coming out to this YouTube video. I absolutely love going over different news, things that are happening in the community, talking about them and helping players pop up and get ready for them. It's definitely a blast. And if you want to check out some of my other content, if you look over here off to the side of my video camera here, there will be a video link for one of my awesome tutorials about how to get a shiny Applin in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Super easy. So if you're looking for a shiny Applin that you want to hopefully get yourself into a shiny Hydrapple, check out that video. It is super easy. But again, thank you all so much. Have a fantastic day out in Paldea, Kitakami, and now the Blueberry Academy exploring trainers. And until next time, peace out.